popped and the feds got you, right? How do you just get out and you walking free?
He snitched.
You got to do more than snitch, man.
I'm
Okay,
saying, what I'm saying is,
you're not
Chris, he
understanding what I'm
became an
saying.
agent.
You remember he had sex with a little girl and he got popped doing that. You're gonna do serious time unless you become an agent.
That's why I said.
So now you're an agent for them.
Right.
Yeah, that wasn't because he told on these niggas. No. He was sent to do all that shit. He was sent to go to all these cities and do all this, cause all this chaos and turmoil, expose all these gang members and the killers.
I agree.
Yeah. So Chauvin or Floyd, he had what? He was naming names in the money laundering with some WikiLeaks email shit.
Right.
So it's the same thing. He was named because he was popped. So he was guilty. So now, I'm not saying he is, but who's to say he could not possibly be an agent that they put in there to act that scene out and make us think that shit. And now he goes straight to the private side because he's not really dead, or he is really dead. I don't know, but why do I believe
that can go the same way with Nipsey Hussle?
Absolutely, it can go away with all that shit that we don't know. But we don't believe the media when they talk about coronavirus and the numbers and all this shit.
But to me, this time it wasn't the media that I'm believing. I'm watching a live video I'm watching a feed from someone else's cell phone. So I'm watching this.
Yeah.
You know, I'm watching this man beg for air. I'm watching this man stop breathing. I'm watching him look like rigor mortis just set in on this motherfucker. Like he just stiffed up. No, I know he didn't get stiff. I'm just saying he just stopped moving. Like after a while, it was like he was done. He was cooked.
That's possible, yeah.
That's
possible.
You know, he was cooked.
I'm of the mind of believe none of what you see and half of what you hear. So
yeah, but I cannot believe something that I'm seeing in actual live.
No, you're not seeing an actual. You're seeing it through a video of somebody. So.
Right, but it's live. It wasn't a video. I seen the shit the day it happened live. So it wasn't like the news recorded and spent it back and played it and chopped it up. I watched the shit live. Where wasn't nobody.
Yeah, I watched it live too.
So I
watched it live too. But can I say that can I draw absolute conclusions from what I saw?
No, me neither. I didn't say I could draw absolute conclusion. I could say that he was dead damn near. He might have had a pulse. He might have had a pulse.
I don't know
what I'm saying, but from what I see, he was in grave stage. Shit.
Right. Agreed.
Now, what they did in that truck, you know what I'm saying, to resuscitate him or whatever, I don't think his brother get on social media and say what he said. If this shit was some bullshit, bro, like everybody don't play into that shit because everybody ain't a puppet. Everybody ain't a puppet.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And I didn't say for sure. I'm just saying. But also with that, his brother is on TV all the time because he's a celebrity. He's a public figure. He's Steven Jackson.
But didn't nobody even know that was Steven Jackson's brother until he came.
A lot of people knew it. We didn't know it, but a lot of people knew it. All of Houston knew it, and a lot of people knew it. We just didn't know.
Right. Correct.
We didn't know Tom Hanks was a Rothschild. There's a lot of shit we didn't know. We didn't know Anderson Cooper had a brother named Jackie
Call in right now at 916 888-7730. Observing stuff. What it do, my brother?
I'm still trying to figure out how two twin brothers have different last names.
Because
that's how you know.
Because they got two different daddies.
Who? Twins.
You ever seen the woman pregnant with twins by two different motherfuckers?
Yeah, that's really. I mean, she's
not that, man.
I'm just saying for real.
That means she fucked you and called a nigga right after and have sex within 3 hours.
That's facts.
That's facts.
And then, yes, that actually factually can happen. Do I think that should happen now? Fuck no.
No, it happened.
It didn't happen now. When was they born?
No, I'm saying, dude, I think it happened in that case. No, I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the case. I
No,
don't think
look.
that's the case.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. Yeah, but
Yeah, I'm telling you that's possible.
Absolutely, it's possible, but it's
No,
highly
it's not.
unlikely. I doubt it very seriously.
Okay, you're talking about
Hey, look. Okay, check this out. What if that wasn't? What if he used Floyd just to? What if he used Floyd just to keep down motherfuckers from knowing that he is his brother?
Are you talking about George? You talking about George, the dude that died?
Yeah.
But Steven Jackson, that's not his brother.
Man, that's that man twin.
Nah, never. He said, nah, he posted.
They just called each other that.
When he first came out, he said he grew up, he knows him. He said that he used to always play with him because they look just alike, and but that's my brother. And that's how they was already friends. And he sent them some clothes. He just recently so-called sent them some clothes, but he acknowledged they used to play as brothers because they look just alike. And people used to always joke like y'all look alike. So we don't know if they real brothers, but Steven Jackson just said that's his brother, that they played like they was brothers because they look alike. But I just found out one thing that the lady that this lady that worked out the thing, the cop who killed George and them worked at the same place at the security.
Yeah, for 17 years.
We already talked about that.
That shit, and that shit is crazy as shit though.
So that lets you know he already had it out for him then.
That lets you know that some through the thing is Freemason, like something's played in the part to where that cop was ordered to kill him. You could tell him demeanor and everything. That came from a higher up shot, but
yeah.
I look at it like this is like this is a psychological.
Hey, what else you know about dude?
Who?
George,
he was.
I've been trying to get details on his case, and it's hard to find details on it.
Oh, which one?
A civil rights attorney.
I know that he was. I know that he had some connections somewhere. Point to it. I know he had some type of connections to something because he had a little bit of.
From what I heard, Chris, you sent me a little thingy. I had copied. They wouldn't even let me share it on Facebook. I had to screenshot it and share it.
Right.
It was it had said, I'm gonna read it to you real fast.
My sound went out.
I hear you. That a nigga P. Hey, P was handing those.
What it do?
Shit, posting on the block.
Hell yeah.
You seeing what it do though?
It said, did you know that this man, George Floyd, who died at the hands of this Minneapolis police officer, this victim, George Floyd, is in WikiLeaks money laundering emails, a money laundering file attached directly to his name. I do believe this proves one thing, that this was a hit on this man, George Floyd's life. Dead man can't speak. George Floyd was a civil rights attorney. Apparently, he was involved in money laundering. In that case, he would be able to name names, but it looked like he can't now.
Yeah, send that to me too. I'm a hell yeah. And that's what's crazy. That's what's so crazy because all this shit play a tie, bro. Ain't this shit happen for no reason. Ain't nigga ain't just dying for no reason. I'll tell you that much. Just like Trayvon Martin, all them nigga and his dad is Freemasonries, and bro, this shit play a part, bro. And certain people's energies are they're participating in people's life paths in this realm to partake what they need to be happening.
Right.
Like this is playing out. This is astrology playing out. This is the stars playing out in front of us. Literally.
Hey, Shock, did you see the CME that's headed our way?
What happened?
The corona mass ejection from the sun.
No, is that what you sent me? I was watching what you sent me, and I was still trying to get class. I still that's not my field in a way. So I know what the little stuff and stuff what they were saying, but I don't really understand. I really didn't really get a good grasp of that though.
Right. So the human resonance, that's a frequency that's different. But when the sun, they're constantly looking at the sun and measuring the energy coming off it and which way it's going, and when it has those
because I looked up corona. So corona is so that's one of the layers, but it's not the inner, it's the exterior, right? It's like
But
the
yeah, then the mass ejection comes through that from the inside of the sun and shoots out.
yeah. And the corona is when
And
it's projecting
usually
out,
it doesn't
right?
come towards us. Yeah, and it's shooting straight at us.
And that's shooting
And
that. And
now,
that's
so
this
this time it was
information,
coming
right?
right at us, really powerful. And then in correlation, when that's supposed to be here, guess what happens to our sky? Did you see the sky when you woke up this morning in California?
No.
Looked like it was gonna rain. It was all dark as shit because they didn't see
Oh
the
yeah,
whole
yeah,
sky.
did that? Yeah. I thought it was
Yeah, that's because that energy is coming. And what do you go outside now? And what happened? It burned that shit right on off because it's so strong. That's what I say. These are sun days and times. When I see that much energy coming, I go out there to absorb it.
I be outside all day. You see my car? I be out there all day. I be out there all day. It's already summer where we at. We in the high 90s, 80s, 100s. We already hit the
Yes,
107
sir.
yesterday. So I'm like,
Was
okay.
it that high?
Yeah, yesterday over here was 107. We had a 107. We had a 102, 105, and 107.
Right. Yeah, I'm in
Yeah,
Ontario, so you know it gets hot right here.
hell yeah, it'd be hot as fuck. It's I think today only like 80 something degrees, but yeah, that corona, and then not only that, like you say, that sun gazing is gonna like corona to the corona. You know, the corona, one of our layers of our eye, our pupil is nigga named corona. You feel me?
Yes.
That shit
And
ain't no joke.
if you got the custos, the melanin, the brown on top of that in your eye, oh you have the tools to absorb the energy that way.
Yeah, yeah. You talking about gene wise or what? We talking about from blue?
Yeah, I dare any motherfucker to go out there and sun gaze with me that's got green or blue eyes.
I'll sun gaze with you. I'll sun gaze with
What
you.
color are your eyes? What color are
Mine's
your eyes?
hazel. Mine's hazel.
Oh, hazel is a part of brown, so you'll be
I know.
good.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, that's what I was saying because
Yeah,
it's only two genes. It's only brown or
yeah,
blue. Now, if you got any other eyes but blue, then it's the brown melanin gene. But if you got the eyes blue, that's his gene of his own. That's his own separate.
yeah,
That separate thing
yeah.
that's weak to the eye. Like you say, don't get me wrong. My eyes are more sensitive though than the
Right,
average eye. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But you know what I'm saying? Because I say that all the time. Like I can come out. I'm like, I know for sure my eyes is a little bit more sensitive, but when it comes to sun gazing, I can sit and stare at the sun for a whole hour straight.
Yeah, me too. And I don't blink.
And then I don't know. Sometimes I be communicating but it was like when I'm with somebody, I could be talking and stuff. But there is a point like at first when I first started doing it, I used to have to like my eyes would get a little wide. So I have to like
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And now it's just like I can just look straight at it, see the circles, start seeing it look like if you look at the sun, it look like a sunset. When motherfuckers wet,
yeah.
that shit start looking purple, and then I turn my head, it look like I have a color over my eyes. Even after I'm done sun gazing, I'll be walking, I'll be like certain shit. I still got like the white looks yellow, like I have like a yellow thing around, like it messes with my eyes to a point to where I'm
I
not
try
seeing
to
it.
tell folks you stare at it long enough, it'll go black. And I can see how you can say purple, but yeah, it goes dark.
Yeah, I stare at the same one, it go purple, a dark purple, and go pink. Like you can see like a sunset. It's just like sunset up there. You just seeing
Yes,
all
sir.
Hey,
the
tomorrow,
aurora.
what's up? What's up?
I'm gonna do that one right there. You said these are all black.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's because that's your focus turning in on it, and you're going straight. Because the moon when I'm looking at the sun, it looks black, and then all the aurora starts spinning, and the color comes off of the sun.
Yeah.
But
And
but if you focus, then it probably your bit like whatever, just focus directly on that black, like the sun or the setting or
yeah,
whatever the shit.
that's when you're focusing on what's coming in and not the actual sun itself.
Yeah,
You can
yeah.
actually see it coming in. That shit's crazy. That was addictive to me when that first happened. I was like, whoa, wait a minute.
Yeah.
And then if you stare, if you gaze for like 5 or 10 minutes and look away, you'll have those sunspots. But if you gaze for 15, 20, 30 minutes, there's no more sunspots. Your vision is perfect for me anyway.
Yeah. But then even after you start staring at it, you can like when you stare away, you see waves. I see colors and shit.
It won't even. That's crazy.
I see colors and stuff. Even after, and then not only that, but you really feel energized. You really feel energized while you're doing it. Like you can feel it in your body.
Oh yeah,
You feel it
that's
kind of
where
want to work out.
you
You feel like just sometimes want to
yeah,
sit down and start doing burpees and start busting down. But
makes you start taking them real deep breaths, breathing real good, clean everything out.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
amazing.
It's like a natural mushroom.
Right.
That motherfucker get the deep breathing and get the whew, nigga get the meditating on that shit.
Yes, Lord.
Yes, sir.
Nah, but you know what I be doing though on some real stuff. Say I go do a
What's
sun
that?
gaze, right? Or I go hiking, I'll go in nature and stuff, or whatever I'm doing, and I'll go sun gazing, and I'll be seeing the sun gaze, and then like I'm looking at his information, right? So like whatever I absorb
Right.
throughout the day or time of sun gazing, I'll come home and I'll do a mushroom trick or a shroom to try to. Cause I know my pineal gland is kind of soft, and I'm trying to get there, do what they're trying to keep us dumbed down. But it will help me elevate to my higher conscious to absorb and share that and enlighten that information to transfer in the light mass to my denser mass. So it's like, so not all the time, but sometimes I'll do all that and then come home and take a shroom or two and then take a couple grams and then it will enlighten me. Like whatever my trip I experiencing, I feel that information is what I absorb throughout that day of that part of sun gazing because I'm going in there with the intention of that awareness. So I'm like, so when I do have a good trip, like when I be having them good ass trips, I think it's because of that. Yeah,
Mm.
I think it's
Yeah,
because
once you pull the information in, you have to process it and use it. Yeah, so it would help
and
you to do
and I
that
and
faster.
yeah, I'm not.
I
I'm
understand.
just saying. I'm just saying. I use mushrooms to help me preserve because from my experience, from my thing, mushrooms connect me with my inner self and my higher conscious. You know, depending on what type of trip
Yeah.
it is, and I feel like with that, it helps me. It don't help me. I started giving controlling and structure. You know, structure to the information and
Right.
stuff to be able to process it. But I'm not saying I can't do that without it, but
Right.
like that information, seeing the sun to a visual inner, to making it seem like I'm talking now and we go out to the sun and we just seeing sun, information is light or whatever. But then all of a sudden I changed it and it's giving me like how you see me now, like in a video, you know what I'm saying? Explanation also come with thoughts. That should be dope. Because I learned that
So,
light is mass. Light holds weight to it. So and thought and all that, that should be dope as fuck when you look at it in that perspective. Like
so, so next time we talk, you can answer this question. 'Cause I want you to do this. Next time you gaze it for at least 15, 20 minutes, right?
yeah.
You get your breaths right, get you cleared out. If you get any mucus release, that that out, blow that out, and then start asking questions
Yeah.
and watch the answers you will get. Because I just started doing it, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, but I
And
put
you
that
start getting
screenshot.
answers to these questions.
I put that screenshot up there for y'all. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's real little on y'all end, but I can see it on my end.
Oh, that's the one I sent you, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I just tried to make it a little bigger so y'all could read it. But yeah,
Yeah, that
there
did
you
it.
go. Y'all can read it for yourself.
Oh
I knew I
man.
was over here trying to figure out how to do it because it wouldn't even let me share it in an email to myself. I had to screenshot it again. That's crazy.
Don't forget, Shock. Shock.
There we go. What happened? There we go.
I said,
What,
don't forget, man.
what happened?
I said, when you out there and you have to be out there at least 15, 20 minutes. When you start asking these questions, let me know how if you got answers. I don't even need to know your questions. That just let me.
No,
I want
yeah,
to
I
see
just be
so
going.
somebody else get the same result.
When I be sun gazing, I really too be going out there and trying to focus on my body where it be hurting and shit, like and be trying to release tension with that shit.
Yeah, you can
True.
take that energy wherever you need. But hey, I found that you cannot focus the energy on particular parts of your body without being grounded. I did find that
Yeah,
out to be absolutely true.
Yeah, so I'm always grounded. I'm always barefooted in that thing. I always got my feet, no soles, no rubber to stop the flow, the electricity from coming from the corona of the sun to the corona of the eye to the soles to the grounding to the foot. It's the transformation or the full connector.
Right.
So I used to always have something against my from my foot. You know what I mean?
Right. Complete the circuit.
Right. Y'all over here grounding and catching coronas from the sun.
Oh yeah, getting that corona. Not for
You catch the corona from the sun, you can't catch the coronavirus.
Yes, Lord. That's why I be all in it.
Man.
Just got through cutting my neighbor yard. Did mine yesterday.
Yeah. I've been out in the garden.
I started seeing all the police stations on fire and all these people out here. Trump telling them if they can't control they state, he gonna send they city, he gonna send in the National Guards. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? They said the
I'm glad he's doing it, man.
They just shut down the freeways out here.
Because Trump will do it without declaring martial law.
They done shut down our freeways. They out here marching on our freeway. Wow.
Did you check Craigslist for any gigs, crisis acting?
Nah, I ain't checking nothing, but I see this like this live. It don't matter if they is actors. They shut that motherfucker down. They on the highway. Traffic is to a stop. My girl just called me. I ain't know that. I told it was an accident or something. But they got that shit shut down. For real. So I don't know, man. This shit deep. So maybe it's gonna take all this shit to happen for shit to come back the way it should be in the first place.
It is. It's all going through the people. The people gotta wake themselves.
Yeah, and they out there in that corona, so they gonna wake up.
They already woke up. They don't give a fuck about that social dissident. The motherfuckers that's out there don't give a fuck. They awoke without being woke if they don't think like that shit. They out there, motherfucker.
Right.
Because they broke some type of barrier psychologically, you know what I mean, to be able to be out there.
Yeah, he charged with murder. He in custody now, Kay. They charged him with 3rd-degree murder and something else. But that ain't enough.
That ain't enough, but that shows you the system has changed. But they're still trying to keep it. But it shows you that
that's the fastest that they ever have charged the officer.
And fired him without pay. All 4 officers got fired damn near the next day or within 24 hours, no pay.
Then they said the other officers is under investigations. They all should go to jail for party to a crime. They were standing right there watching.
But they're not getting paid right now either.
Because if I was with you and you did some shit, they gonna charge me with party to the crime.
Yep, because they should have with them. They should have stopped. But this is what we fail to realize: the police don't owe nothing to the Constitution.
That's why when you say your constitutional rights, they be looking at you, laughing at you.
They ain't here to protect us. That's the sheriff. The sheriff gave the duty to all these, the elected officials gave the duty to these private military bounty hunter motherfuckers that come in here, and that's why they steal and do everything they doing to us. Yeah. So really, we need to really be
policy
pushing
enforcement.
Policy enforcement, and they're over here stealing all our shit for the crown and shit. So they ain't here for treason. So we need to get what they doing is right, but we need to do it in a structure or have somebody like that's what I'm saying. We really got to make a structure like we don't need the MLK type nigga either right now.
Straight up. I know that it ain't for the crown no more. It ain't been for the crown in a hot minute.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, the Rothschilds, all that, we know they've been getting power, but the Rothschilds just got taken out of power when Trump took the telecommunication ways. And that's why another reason he was able to do that to the social media. And now they took the liability. Now they can get sued. Take a video down, you can sue their ass. Try to stop my free speech.
Yes, sir.
He signed that shit, that executive order. So now whatever you put up, they can't take it down. And if they take it down,
if they do,
if they do, you have recourse or remedy.
So now, all
Hey, look
right.
at the garden though, y'all.
That's
Look
why
at the
you.
garden, y'all.
That's why YouTube started making my revenue go back up. We got
Mhm.
y'all shot.
Got the
Remember
beans coming.
at the end of my last video, I was telling y'all Shock had put the garden together in his backyard, and he was growing all type of stuff.
What's that? Eggplant or squash? Squash, huh?
This is squash. This is
All right.
squash. They got these squashes, golden zebra squash, and I got the starburst over here,
Right.
y'all. You know, I got the strawberries all killed over here and now. Strawberries, garlic. You know, some caraway, some asparagus, all the
Can you
tomatoes.
grow? Can you grow elderberry?
I got it right there. I'm gonna show you right now.
Oh, look at
I
you,
had did
man.
it on this 100 gram. I had under water, but they still coming back now. I was doing good. I have stopped watering for 2 days on this hot ass weather. I forgot, but they still here to look.
Nice. All
I'm
right.
gonna eat it right now.
Yeah.
Shout out the plant.
Fuck you,
Man.
man.
See, I told y'all, everybody, Shock had put it together. I told everybody, Shock,
You got
like
the
Shock.
collard greens, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Some kale stirrs, you feel me? Some microgreens, but right, look, I got the lettuces growing right now, y'all.
Right.
But look at these things. Them things are getting picked right now. You know, just going on sandwiches and salads and shit. But I got the
Casey
You got
potatoes.
radishes in there?
finished
No, I
putting her
just
yard
planted
this
radishes this morning. But I got some sweet potatoes.
Nice.
Sweet potatoes is coming
Yeah.
back here.
And
I got
radishes
the
are
rest
important.
these are all the sweet potatoes. Oh, they got potatoes all back here. Then I got some more lettuces and stuff. And I let this dino kale go in the seed. But yeah, look the earth, y'all. You don't want to be in. Look at that purple. Look at that. Sweet potato. Yeah, that's the artichokes. They'll be there next year. Then I got my purple sage, my garden sage. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
I got the sandbox for the kids. I just planted radishes, some onions. These are purple onions and white onions right here. They sprouted. They cool. I got some squash, some pumpkins, some more beans, some peppers, jalapenos, bell peppers. Where's the bell peppers, y'all? Look.
They grow fast, don't they?
right. Shock over there growing everything, y'all. I told y'all he had the fucking
This
farmer's
sunflower.
market in the
Yes,
backyard.
And they growing. I got the peppers. They growing. They going out of control right now. Look at the little baby things. I got baby primate. Look at the basil turning into flower.
You got organic seeds, or you just bought seeds?
I bought organic seeds, and I got some from my wife's co-worker at work. She has a big ass garden. She gives us seeds. I got some of these too.
Nice.
I bought some of these from plants. So some peppers I had bought just from the thing and started them. But here goes there. But ain't nothing like I'm gonna start collecting my own. Like I'm letting certain things go in the flower now. I'm gonna start collecting my own.
Right.
Damn, look at these peppers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
The peppers always go fast.
hella tomatoes, everything. The sunflower damn near 5 feet tall already.
Yeah, Shock out there, Mr. Green Thumb. He out there doing this thing, and you know,
Big ass trouble, bro.
Trying to self-sustain. Trying to do a little stuff. Oh yeah, look at the corn though. Look, y'all, look at this corn though.
Not trying, you are succeeding.
right.
So look,
I told
But
him
that's
to
what we
put my
got.
water in.
look at this, y'all. Look at this corn. We gotta shake it. Look, you gotta shake it for the pollen could go down and create the kernels. So this is the corn, right? See the little ears? You gotta make sure the pollen. You have to make sure the pollen falls and it creates the kernels. If not, you have a lot of missing stuff.
Right.
See, this is the pollen. You gotta shake it, and then it will fall, and that's how it creates the kernels. I didn't know this. I ain't gonna lie. Some of it turning
Learn a lot
brown.
when you start gardening.
I don't know why. I don't know why it's not. I don't know why it's turning brown. For certain one, I think because the sun. I maybe, like I said, I didn't water enough, maybe, and it took some nutrients or water from the leaves. So I'm not sure. So I got to double check on that. But I did have like little brown ones that wasn't fruiting like this. That's a squash, but I didn't fertilize it. I mean, I didn't get it pollen nut. So if it don't get pollen at a certain stage, it starts to die. So it has to pollen. And that's why we need to save the bees, because the bees do the pollen for us. If not, we're going to have to go out there, collect the pollen ourselves, and pay it on there and shake it. Not saying it is, but that's what nature do. So we need to let nature do its course.
Right. I know a lot of people that are bee farmers now, just because of that.
I'm trying to get me a bee. I'm thinking about getting me one little colony right here and just have it in the backyard.
Why not?
I'm thinking I saw it on. I was gonna buy one for $80 a whole everything, and then
right, as I said, they're not expensive.
I got some chamoy. I got hella stuff for flowers for bees back here. The sunflowers are gonna be back here. I'm gonna have hella stuff. Oh yeah, then I'm making the black gold though, y'all. Black gold is, do y'all? For that compost, man. You know that that compost, man.
Oh, you got a composter?
Nah, I'm just gonna make it. I got it in the shed. I got it in the shed right now. But I actually gotta put some water in there and go through with the shovel. I haven't been in there for a couple of days. Hold on.
Mine is a big drum. It's got a handle, and you just spin that motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm just handing. I gotta actually see. I have to go in there and hit it up. It's already all the food already damn near composting in there, but it's all black underneath. I just gotta go and mix it. I hit this like a week. It's been like in here for like 5 days.
But no, yeah. I spent like $40 for the tumbler.
I need it. Oh shit, I need to. Cause I had got some. I had bought some soil, some compost from the place, and I had made my own soil with my dirt here, and I mixed it together. But I had bought hella extra. I didn't want to waste the dirt, so I put it in there. So I'm just gonna compost them.
Chuck, you know about putting bones or horns in them?
You said orange?
Horns. If you go and get some animal horns, like dog treats, but as long as they're real animal horns, bust them down with a big ass hammer and put those pieces throughout the soil. It'll make your
that's probably I didn't do that. I just bought the bone meal, the organic bone meal, and threw it in there.
Yeah, go get them horns because they're not expensive. Bust them up with a hammer and just sprinkle them out through there and watch what happens.
Are you serious?
Hell yeah!
It's like double the yield in my mom's garden.
Man, I don't even know what you're talking about.
That nigga talking about throw some bones nigga into the garden, into the soil, and watch it get all that nutrients from that shit. And that shit gonna go crazy and flourish.
Kay said it looked wonderful. She planted her garden this morning.
Thank you. Yeah, we all need a garden. Just take one bucket. All we need is one little bucket and throw a lettuce or anything, and watch people grow it. Let it grow. Ain't nothing about having a green thumb. All it needs to be in the ground and water.
It don't even have to be in the ground. I'm doing raised beds.
That's what I'm talking. This is a little baby raised bed right here. But at the end of the day, it's in the ground and soil. It has to be in some type of soil in the pot. Anything has to be some type of soil. So just get it.
If you live on a third floor apartment, you can put a raised bed on your little patio and still get your gardening in. So there's no excuse.
But even the buckets, look at how my spearmint or the mint or the callaway, even the tomatoes, even the berry, any type of plant can grow in that bucket. It can only just get so big, so you can't get a big harvest. But we should be able to put a strawberry something in there, even just to do it, just to be like, you know.
Yeah. At the very least, start with your herbs.
Yeah. It's all good. Chip finna join in a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anybody got any questions? Anybody want to join the live? They can come on up. Got a link posted. T1, I see what you said.
Right.
I don't celebrate Independence Day. My kids celebrate that shit. They get on my nerves with it. I be trying to tell them that they don't need no fireworks and all that. They still want fireworks. Shit. You know, so
I'm gonna be celebrating it this year. Not in that way. Hey, not in that way. But this the year motherfuckers really gonna be free. So we gonna be I wouldn't be surprised Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if this is the real Independence Day. Back in the chains, like now this is the real change. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because
So
they protesting out here, shot.
they protesting out here, but down south, they in Sacramento too. They protesting at the Capitol, but like not that they protesting like in front of the Capitol building. They ain't out there looting and shit. But we shouldn't have to take. It shouldn't go to looting.
No, they not looting. They just shutting down the highways and they downtown at the courthouse. They shutting down.
I was just telling my dude right before I hopped on the law. I'm like, I was telling like, because he was like, this is needed. I'm like, yeah, this energy is needed, but it's not. The energy is not being used in ways need to be needed. You know what I mean? So it's like we don't need to be looting. That's that low vibrant shit. That's that shit that don't need to be needed. What we need to be is to go out there.
They wasn't looting. They was just said they wasn't taking nothing. They was just setting shit on fire. It's a difference from
some people. Some people was looting though. Some people was looting. So some people did take the situation, but even catching fire, what does that got to do with anything? What does us burning buildings? I can see if it's a police department or something, because that's what the energy. But like build business and shit, that's irrelevant because really they got insurance. They're gonna get paid out of insurance, so really you're doing them the favor. But what I'm saying, we should be out there shutting shit down as in them motherfuckers stop going work then. Motherfuckers be out there pushing in front of governors, in front of the state capitol buildings.
Stop working, shut down everything. They need somebody else to make it run.
Yeah.
So we start running by themselves, shut it down. Move away.
Why are we going out there supporting all that? We need to be out there pushing with all the officials that's in powers and elected. So we need to go in front of all
the out there in this word, waking them up with the process. This is the perfect time to start waking their ass up with the process.
Perfect. And
perfect timing, people.
And to break everything down. We don't need them right now, y'all.
And we put it all in perspective, and then they'll be able to see it because it all adds up to this.
You know what?
At the end of the day,
that might not be us burning stuff down. People might be burning their own stuff down.
It ain't. Did you see that? Did you see the dude, that went to the AutoZone before it happened? He was in all black with the mask, start going up the hammer, busting it out, and trying to cause the people. He came out the They exposed my son. They got the pieces. He's from the Minneapolis PD. Now it's coming out that they think that people's getting paid to make it worse than what it is, bro. Because think about it.
Insurance too.
Think about it. Living organisms, a lot of people don't follow suit.
The first two major buildings.
Oh no! But at the end of the day,
specific buildings targeted by those cats in all black were AutoZone and Target. Both of those, George Soros owns heavy stock in. You see what I'm saying? So the Soros agents they started by busting out his property.
They trying to collect some insurance and get liquidated because they can't get paid no more.
So get insurance.
Yeah.
And then blame us again.
Yes, and get us to do stupid shit because all you gotta do is bust the windows. Now you give the opportunity. The motive is already there. You're poor and it's a riot. You're mad, and then they give the opportunity by busting out the windows and then getting out the way.
Yeah, exactly.
Then after they looted, then that guy comes back and sets a fire.
What y'all think, people? What y'all think? Call in 916.
It's not us. We're not like that. That's not us. They wanted us to be. That's not us.
It was more Caucasian people out there, damn near than us. Seem like.
I mean, I'm not gonna make it out to be like all this and that, but I'm telling you, that's not us. It's like, come on. Why do we get pinned with everything?
That's like the coronavirus. They try to point the finger to us, but we don't. You only it only bothers you if you accept it. It don't bother me because I know it's bullshit.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I need
started in China supposedly, but it's us. Come on, man, get the fuck out of here. Y'all better stop buying shrimp fried rice and egg foo young and all that shit.
Oh my goodness.
Straight up. For
Man,
real.
it's that's not
But yeah, y'all can call in with y'all questions or comments about George Floyd. Or if y'all have any questions or comments about anything, you can call into that number that's at the bottom that's going across the 916-888-7730. Yes, Lord. You can hit your boy up. I bet you. When I get on here tomorrow and I'm gonna be paying some bills, watch how many people be on this motherfucker. Straight up. When you giving out real knowledge to people and trying to enlighten them and help wake them up, you don't have nobody. But shit, as soon as you be motherfucker finna pay some bills, it's gonna be 300 people on live. That's crazy. As I told you how people program. We gotta unprogram ourselves. Everybody gotta think for themselves. Everybody think differently, but you know we ain't slow. You know what I'm saying? Even though it might be crisis active, it's going down for something. I guess they're gonna have each state have a protest, and then they're gonna send in the military after that. Like, come on now.
Hell yeah, people are dumb by default. Right now, people are in the dumb default mode right now. Like they in a different frequency. They ain't thinking for themselves, or by default they in dumb mode.
And if we aren't proactively, this I put my I'll even I'll tell on myself, if we're not proactively making ourselves accountable, that's not us. We're busy doing positive stuff. Then we're making ourselves, it's like
well, it's not that it ain't us.
You put yourself in a position to be blamed, because if we show ourselves to be on point, then we're not subject to blame. We're not subject to being targeted. But if we're doing nothing, then who's to say what? But and I think that that's what's happening sometimes when they take advantage of the fact that we're not clearing ourselves. But their accusations don't mean that we're guilty of anything. But at the very same time, I like to prove.
We're guilty by following. We're guilty by following, because even though we didn't start you could say even though they didn't start the fire, or say they even it's the concept. It's the concept of somebody going in there, right? And it's making like the initiation. Yeah, it's somebody going in there and making the ignition to push that energy further. So people's gonna follow off that energy, just pushing on all the energy and everything that's pushing out there already. So all it took is for them to go out there and make that first ignition and show people to their mind subconsciously. And then once one person do it, a lot of people are gonna follow, and it takes that little bit, and then things get further. So people just need to stop and think conscious, like, bro, this is what happens usually a lot of the times, and this is the same thing. Stop doing the same thing what we're doing and change the angle of how we're going about our energy. Like we keep falling down. Look at this. You can only go about this energy for so long. So it's like it always dies down after a month or 2, 3 months. I think what Trayvon Martin was the longest, it was going for like 5 months, in the news media for a while. But it's just like that came with the Black Lives Matter. Then they're out there screaming the Black Lives Matter thing, where we know that's a terrorist group off the FBI website. It was like, who, like, we need.
Well, they labeled a terrorist group on that website. That's not saying
that's what I'm saying. So, but people don't realize it. So it's like, where is these reverend? This is how you know people are bought out and agents. It's like, where are these people that's supposed to speak?
Why do they label it a terrorist group? Because of what?
because the hate group, because the shit they doing out there, they labeled it because they're coming out and looting. This is looting and shit. But think who created it. Think who's behind it. The Democrats.
They didn't loot in none of them other killings, bro.
But they gonna pit it down
They
as
didn't
that
even stand up for them motherfuckers, bro. Didn't nobody? Only motherfuckers like outside of the state with Trayvon Martin, celebrities, and all them the people that stood up for dude. His community didn't stand up. Michael Brown, mom and dad was the only people that stood up like behind his murder, and they still didn't tear that motherfucker up. They should have tore that motherfucker up.
Well, they was speaking against it though.
When you tear up shit, that's the only time they listen. When you fuck with their money, that's the only time they listen because you got to fuck with their pockets. When you fuck with their pockets, here come the military, nigga. Every time. Excuse my French. But when you mess with their pockets, here come the military, here come the dogs, here come the motherfucking mace, the water hoses.
I don't really looking at it messing up their money because they capitalizing. To be honest, that's all insurance. They ain't losing no money. The money is already lost because the system's already shut down. Everything's already shut down and shit. So the only way they getting money is off through insurance. It has to be the only way because if there's no other way to them capitalize off money, if they already out of power and certain shit's out of their hands, and the Federal Reserve, like they have to find other ways. So the only way is by starting.
When would they get that? When would they get that insurance money?
You don't know who, how, and when how they get it. They ain't gonna be starting this catastrophe for nothing. Just like they lose the dams in Detroit, they didn't just two dams, just all of a sudden break. You know what I'm saying? They doing things for them to capitalize off some situation. And just like how Nancy Pelosi just said yesterday in her speech, every pandemic is a she said every pandemic is a chance to execute or some shit like that. Like it's always a chance to get out of a pandemic. So they creating some fuckery. They creating this shit on purpose for them to try to benefit out of some way or another, or rather even just to get the public. Because no matter these dudes, even like the Michael Brown, when you do the research of their moms and dads and shit, that should be crazy. Because like his dad had the Freemason ring on, like. These little shit be created for some reason. And then they did the BLM, like they terrorist groups as well, because we out there marching that shit. So how can you get a group of all these people out there screaming all this shit and they already labeled as a terrorist group, so then they already capitalize off it. Like these are the same investors.
If you use the word group, you are already labeled as a terrorist.
That's what I'm saying. But then
that word. I'm saying just because you label as a terrorist group don't make you a terrorist group though. Just because somebody labeled it.
It don't, but then you're using something that they created, so therefore it is what it is. So
that's why they had those actors that they pay to go out there and do that shit to make you think that that's
what it is. But they out there real screaming. That's doing that. I was out here in Sacramento. I haven't got in the newspaper. Niggas I really know in the hood, niggas taking pictures with Black Lives Matter and shit like that. They run off with the psychology. They run off with the esoteric pill. Rather or not, they put that philosophy out there for people really think it's for a Black Lives Matter movement. Your intentions is not it like that, but they already labeled that is, so you're gonna fit under that category in regards. All you gotta do is change the lingo, and people need to start making up their own shit and stop running with the mainstream fuckery. You know what I'm saying? Because
but just like if we name this something and it go mainstream, the first thing they say, we the people can't go mainstream. Shit, we the people is already established as a concept, is already as established as people. I'm talking about worldwide where everybody know who you are. You getting the truth out to everybody. That's what I'm talking about. You trying to get the truth out to everybody. They're not, you
they're not gonna label. They ain't gonna label you as. If I don't see them labeled, if that's the case, they just gonna go.
Why do you think a lot of people don't go on YouTube and say nothing about the process or say nothing about groups or this, that, and the other? Because you get took off. They stop your videos.
Not no more.
Now. I'm just saying this is what they was doing to people. They were stopping people from putting out the truth.
Not no more because the power of the people, the people that was in power no longer has that many control because Trump took over the state.
I understand.
But we gotta look at it from now though. That's what I'm saying. We gotta look at it from what power we have now and what we can do with it now. Those no longer it exists, but it no longer exists in that full constraint.
You went low. You went real low.
Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Hold on, real quick. Let me back out.
I hear you. Yeah, you went real low. Yeah, Kay, I know what you said, Kay.
So Midwest, you're saying that they're lying, they're making stuff up, and then I hear Shock saying that some of us are going with the flow and not creating our own narrative.
Okay, yeah. Hold on, real quick. But yeah, I was saying
he wasn't saying the narrative. He was saying like the Black Lives Matter, right? They got it labeled as a terrorist.
Yeah. So we need to stop using.
I'll tell the shipper. So what he was saying is that the people need to come together and come up with their own stuff instead of following the stuff that's already out there that they already got labeled as certain things. So instead of going out there screaming all the chants that the Black Lives Matter group screams, you go out there and you know on a different, instead of bringing negative energy, basically, because that's what it is, and that's what they're trying to say it is. Because, like Chuck said, when they sent the guy bust the glass, the first thing they came to their head is something monkey see, monkey do. Motherfuckers start following, doing that goofy shit. So I can agree. I can agree to disagree with what he was saying.
Yeah,
like,
but in that context,
I understand what he's saying.
And it's the same way with you. It's the same thing. It's like it's really the same. It's together the same. It's just like
we saying the same shit in just different ways. I already know. That's what I say. I agree.
So it's like when everybody that was just screaming that BL, that Black Lives Matter. Now all of them just saw somebody hitting the autos, and now everybody was just screaming that, and now it's going doing that. That wasn't their intention, but since they screaming all that, and then they go do that intention, now they like, oh shit, we got looters. Now they're or whatever. They put that in there. This whole narrative is created. This whole narrative is created, you know. And then you got the Reverend Jackson and all them was putting all out there and shit. And these are people are sponsoring it, but they're paid by the Democrats and Hillary Clinton and the Soros and shit. And it's just like
because everybody get tired of these Democrats. I don't know why they think a motherfucker's supposed to vote for them.
Then they want to use. Then he gonna use the language ain't like, bitch. You better say aren't like we all black people ain't educated or speak like that. And even if it is, bitch, we hold our own language because we tired of being controlled in every aspect. You feel me? But yeah, because the English that we use aren't proper, and the English that we use is not proper English in the first place. You break it down, so it don't matter.
Just think about it. Think about all them little Mexican babies that be born that come out speaking Spanish, and they don't even teach them how to speak that shit.
Real.
All they do is hear it, because it's already in them. But they are not teaching our kids a language. But if you just let them grow without teaching them that shit that they telling y'all to teach our kids, y'all will be surprised how y'all kids talk.
Yeah, it's true.
Real talk. Then you will see your real language.
It's true.
Real shit. I know, like we don't think like that. I didn't think like that because I wasn't woke. That's why I say I'll never bring another kid into this world until it's straight. You know what I'm saying? Like through all this chaos, I wouldn't even be able to take care of a newborn baby through all this chaos because I couldn't even take them to the doctor like I need to take them to the doctor, and because of how they got shit shut down and only one person take them to the doctor and she had a baby, she had to be by herself. Well, you don't know what the fuck going on. They got somebody sedated signing papers. Hell no, that's illegal. Once you administrate some drugs to somebody, they incompetent because they under the influence of whatever you just gave them. So they is not in their right mind to be signing no type of documents.
And they're in a lot of pain.
Straight up. So therefore, all that is fraud. That's how they get the mothers to sign their kids over to the state. That's why the state always coming in trying to tell you what the fuck to do. And ain't nobody bought no Pampers or no milk or none of that shit, but they want to come and tell you how to raise your kids and discipline your kids. Fuck that.
Fuck that.
Hit that thumbs up, people. Hit that thumbs up.
Shipper, what it do?
We got another guest. Let's see who this is. Jay from the shop. If y'all got any questions, y'all could jump in. There's links in the chat, or you can call that number that's going across the bottom of the screen. With any questions, you can call in and ask questions. We're going to do it big today. Jay from the shop, what it do, brother?
Jay from the Shy. P83.
I want everybody to share this video. Facebook,
What's up,
Facebook,
family? What's good?
whatever. Click on YouTube. It's at the top. It's gonna say post. Click on that, and then you can post it through your community as well. Straight up, share this. It's a lot of knowledge on this video. Jay from the shot. Did you see the garden that Shaq was showing?
Oh man, y'all! Shaq
Say it
has
again,
got
man. What's
green
up?
thumb.
Did you see Shaq garden?
Yeah, I seen everything. I seen everything he had planted. Squash.
Yeah. Remember at the end of the last video, I was telling y'all he planted plenty of stuff.
Yeah, you went in nicely on that last video too. Yeah, real nice.
Real talk.
Man, that's nothing to Shaq. He'll grow whatever he wants.
No, but that's just an idea of what we all need to be doing though. To be honest,
you're right.
Like to be honest, that's what we all need to be doing. No cap. I'm gonna use that word. Straight up. We all should be able to walk out the back door and grab some potatoes or some tomatoes or some garlic or something that we need and come right in the house and chop it up and wash it and chop it up and use it. And we don't have to go to the store for that type of shit because it's in your backyard. And they even took that away from the people. People stopped gardening. I remember when I was a kid, people used to garden all the time. We used to get in trouble for planting their yards and get out my garden. Don't throw your ball in my garden. We over there in greens and shit. We thinking it's weeds and shit. And they got tomatoes and greens and all type of shit, beans and shit growing over there. You going to the stove spending money on that shit. They going out the back door picking it. And it's growing right back the next year.
Yeah. And you know who in your neighborhood is growing what. If you want something that you don't have, you know who's growing something that you like or that you want.
Man, I gotta get my shit together. I got this big ass lot out here. I'm supposed to have all type of shit out here, but with my weather, it's really kind of hard to start gardening and shit.
And we gotta build you a greenhouse. We gotta get you some PCT pipe. You put that clear shit around. It ain't nothing, but it ain't gonna cost nothing. If we throw it on top, you're gonna be good. Mama's air control. You're gonna be going in the summer, in the winter time, you're gonna be growing shit regular. Mama's.
Hell no, because I'm finna move real soon.
I was just finna say.
By the grace of God, man, it's a blessing, but I am. It's a blessing. And I feel it.
That's right.
And we see it.
I'm speaking it into existence, baby.
Right now.
So get ready, y'all. I'm making a big move. A big move is coming. Straight up. Somewhere real nice. Where everybody gonna be comfortable. Straight up.
Is that too much to ask? I don't think so. I don't think that's too much to ask.
No, it's not at all. It's not. But yeah, but like I was saying, y'all, we got to stay focused. Us as a whole, stay solid. Pay attention to what's going on. Don't believe none of the shit you see on TV.
Television.
Just know it's for entertainment only. Entertainment purposes only. The only reason you watch it is for entertainment.
Yeah, they're telling a vision.
And you gotta program yourself that this just entertainment. After this is not reality. You know, like I don't have to live my life. I don't have to go buy fake asses and titties and Gucci shoes and all this shit to live. I don't need all that shit. Motherfuckers paying $800 for a belt. That's somebody's mortgage.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you ain't even got no property, but you out here spending money on designer, but don't own no property on the don't own no property on the board. But you trying to play the game.
Yep.
Because
come on, man. We can't let what we see on TV dictate how we live, because that just goes to show you that you're a follower. You're not a leader. Like I've been wearing certain things all my life, and that's just because that's what I've been wearing all my life. I don't wear tight jeans and all that shit. I still wear a belt, and my they sag a little bit, but not off my ass. You know what I'm saying? Where you can see my drawers and shit, because that ain't your business what color they are. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I don't do things just because my friend, somebody I call my friend, do it. You know what I'm saying? I do things that benefits me and my family. You know, I got to be a role model for my kids as well. So I don't get into that, and I tell them like material. They be seeing all these different kind of stuff. That material stuff, it comes and it goes. And guess what? If you don't work and get money to buy those material things, you won't have. So now you working to make somebody else rich. Just so you thinking that's how you supposed to live. You live the way you live and let them live the way they live. You do what work for you and you let them do what work for them. You know what I'm saying?
And that's how we all fashion every year for money. They're gonna change that fashion.
Yeah, and then they're gonna put it in the music, and then the radio gonna play it all day long. They're gonna play it 24/7. V100, GCI, all your local radio stations. They're gonna pump it. Everybody listening to the same thing. And they putting a spell on you, and now you out buying all this shit for your kids. Your kids think that they not special unless they have certain things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And not knowing that they kings and queens already. They came out a king and a queen. They didn't even know that. Because they too busy watching Love and Hip Hop and all that bullshit.
And parents feel guilty because they didn't buy the latest thing.
Yeah, and everybody can't play basketball or the NBA gonna be crowded. No matter how good you are. That's why you don't see a lot of players, they overseas playing ball and stuff like that. So you gotta like try to figure out more than one, you know what I'm saying, one occupation. You know, one more than one career. You know, have a plan B and a C and an exit. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Because you twist an ankle or break an arm or break a finger that can't be fixed right, it's over.
That's wisdom.
You know? So you got to be smart. Start thinking for yourself. Everybody ain't finna be riding around in Maseratis and Bentley trucks and Porsche trucks and Jaguars and Mercedes Benz because everybody can't afford to take that motherfucker to the shop and get it fixed. If something happens, you see what I'm saying? So yeah, it looked nice, but when it's time to do the maintenance, you see what I'm saying? Now you paying the mortgage to get an oil change and some brakes fixed.
Yep.
And it ain't even worth it. Just to say you in a Benz or a BMW. I had a Jaguar before and I was still me. That car didn't make me or break me. It brought more attention than I wanted. That's why I'm glad it's gone. Because everybody looking, trying to see who in that motherfucker. Everybody.
Yep.
I'm like, am I a celebrity? I had to go put 10 on the window. Straight up. But yeah, that's how I do. I'm older now. When I was looking for attention, you know, I'm all in wrong attention. I wasn't getting it. It's too late now. Straight up. It's too late. I'm good. I'm taking care of 7 kids and 3 adults. So you do the math. Shit, it's a motherfucking package deal when you fuck with me. Straight up. So if you ain't ready to take care of 10 motherfuckers, don't even try. And that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why we all got to teach our kids that this ain't what it is. We got to teach ourselves that because a lot of us still out here trying to do stuff that we shouldn't even be doing. Just to fit in, just to look like this and look like that. Man, be who you is. Thank God you breathing and keep it moving.
For sure.
Straight up.
For sure.
For real. That's when you start trying to be like somebody, here come all those problems that those people be having. See, you don't know the problem. You don't see the problem. You only think you see the glory, the good things, but you don't see the problems that they have. That stuff come with a lot of problems. For real.
That stuff's hidden. That stays hidden. Oh, that's right.
A lot of problems. That's why I stay. I mind my business. I do what I do. I get on here. I'm in the house playing 2K or Fortnite, and I'm 40 years old. Straight up, I ain't got time for the street. I did that shit when I was young, 13, 14, 15, gang banging, shooting, smoking weed, selling drugs. Man, fuck that. I still smoke my weed, but that's it. All that other shit, you can't even come around me with it. If you come around, I'm leaving. Assalamu alaikum. Straight up. All right, y'all. I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. I just got a call. I gotta go check on the fam. I'll hit y'all up. I'm gone. I'm not finna sit around no, because I own that energy. If either rub you, it's gonna rub the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't with it. I ain't going. And I don't want nobody having me in the situation to where I'm jeopardizing my family. So that's why I got my paperwork in order, and I try to take care. What I take care of. My son, a master mechanic, he told me if I would buy a Tahoe, he could fix it in his sleep. I did, and now it almost has 400K miles, run like a champ on mountains. See, her son said, "You get a Tahoe, I don't care how many miles on it. I'm gonna make sure it run like she said. It run like a champ." 400K miles. She say run like a champ. Straight up. And you take care of it. You know what I'm saying? So it take care of you. When you dog your car out and treat it like it's just something to get you to A to B, that's when you be on the highway and that motherfucker break down on you and shit. And you be like, man, this motherfucker, man. Well, you just been driving it like it was a dump truck. You ain't got the suspension and shit all fucked up. And the calibers messed up. You leaking brake fluid and all type of stuff and don't even know it. But now you mad because it done broke down. You ain't changed the oil since you had it. The oil is like the blood. You got to make sure the blood is straight. If the blood ain't right, it's a problem. You got to make sure the oil and the air filter straight. The filters, shit, the transmission fluid, the brake fluid. You got to check all that shit. Windshield washer fluid. On the real. My girl go out there and check all that. I said, don't touch the antifreeze. I got that because I don't want you burning yourself up. Straight up.
Time and place for everything.
Time and place for everything. She could change a flat. I was with her riding with her brothers one night, man, and we got a flat. And then it was 5 of us in the car, and now one of them, I knew how to change a flat. Now one of them knew how to change the flat. They didn't know how to take the fucking go in the trunk and get the spare, get the little jack in the little jack handle, and unbolt the bolts and jack the car up and finish taking the screws off and take the tire, put the donut on, and put the bolts back on, and then let the fucking car down. Do you know they didn't know how to do that? That's sad. I said, man, how you out here driving the car that you can't even get yourself out of a jam if something happened? You sitting up waiting on somebody to come and change the flat, and there's 5 of y'all in the car, and ain't nobody got no sense enough to get out the car and get the spare and jack the car up and take that shit off? That just let me know where their brains at. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. I said, man, let me get this shit out of here. I took that shit out. They're like, that's all in the trunk. They be in the trunk. They act like they was in the fucking class. You know? But I helped them out and I showed them and I told them, I said, I ain't riding with y'all no more. I said, I see why y'all always broke, because y'all spend money on unnecessary stuff. You finna call a tow truck to come and change a tire. And the time you sit and wait for that motherfucker tow truck to get here, you could have been to change that tire and gone about your business. Straight up. But yeah, man, we got to get together, man. We got to do something. We got to talk a little bit more about George Floyd. I got to do a little bit more research on him as well and see what's good. Because, like, it's something behind all this. And then I think, they know that people is waking up and we know it's something behind it because of what just happened with the Corona and Kobe. So we know it's something behind this shit. So, because that's just a smoke screen. That's all that is just a smoke screen. So, with that being said, man, we've been going for an hour and 10 minutes. It don't even seem like we've been on here that long.
Midwest, you seen in the picture when they had the license plates, it said police. What police car have you seen that said license plate? Whatever time you seen it that it said police on the license plate.
I don't know no state where it say police on the license plate.
I ain't never seen nothing like that. It
That
said
was,
police. That's like a custom license plate.
Yeah, that motherfucker say police.
It ain't police. Where the heck that come from?
Yeah, I'm glad I'm right on time. They just got back. So I'm going to end this live. They just got back. What's up? What y'all finna do?
You can stay on.
No, it's been an hour. I'm finna jump off. With that being said, I'm finna end this live, y'all, and I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. What's understood need not be explained. Stay safe. Enjoy the weather. It's summertime, stay safe, y'all. Stay safe. Go out there and get some of those rays from the sun. Yes, Lord. Do not be shy. Go get you some rays. Because I'm finna go sit outside myself on my patio and call Shipper and talk to him for a minute and see what's up. And Jay from the shop, he gone. So with that being said, man, I'll talk to you guys later, man. I enjoyed y'all's company. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with us. Peace. Be safe. Be safe.